Looks like a woman.
I thought we said you something happened.
I'm joking. I don't have a song called either of those things. Hello, everyone. I feel like you could probably do better than that. Hello. Welcome to the Mucky Duck. Thanks for coming out. I'm Pat Byrne. These are my friends Jean and Stephen Carolan, all the way from Drogheda in Ireland. And we haven't played together in years, but they're my favourite people in the world to play with. They're my best friends, and I've loved playing music with them this past week. And thank you for coming here for our last hurrah before they go back to Ireland this weekend. And we're going to sing some of our favourite songs, some of my songs, some of the lads' beautiful songs, and it's going to be wonderful. Drink up. Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly high, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the windows and worries at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Alright, we're gonna get the ball rolling with this one. Haven't been here in about 5 months, I think. It's been ages since I've been in the Mucky Duck. It's my favourite place to play, and I've had a lot of nice shows, but these are always the nicest ones. And this song is about the ones that aren't quite as nice. It's called Feels Like Living. I landed on the runway in Chicago, bought a coffee, then I traded it for a beer. And the connecting flight to Austin felt like nothing. I'm gonna give this place the best part of a year. And the woman at the motel is hard of hearing. She doesn't understand the way I speak. So I straighten out my accent and give her every last cent. Said I need a room to see me through the week. And I'm hungry, but the work's not cutting easy. I'm tired, except for when I'm not awake. And I put on my shirt and tie, tell myself another lie. No, you're not gonna miss another lucky break. And I wake up early in the morning and fill the day with useful things to do. But the only time it ever feels like living is when I'm down beneath the surface with you. When I'm running from the ruckus, hiding from the circus, down beneath the surface with you. Stephen. My show last night was wrapped up by 11. There was 11 people breathing in that air. 2 who knew my name, 2 just watched the game, 7 drowning sorrow with despair. These Sunday nights, they're breaking me so slowly, chasing down that runaway thrill. Sometimes trying to play the game feels like trying to find a vein. I'm sick and tired of pushing water up this hill. And still I'll wake up early in the morning and fill the day with useful things to do. The only time it ever feels like living is when I'm down beneath the surface with you. When I'm running from the ruckus, hiding from the circus, down beneath the surface with you. When I'm running from the ruckus, hiding from the circus, when I'm down beneath the surface with you.
Can I just get a small bit more bass on my wedge, please?
Thanks so much, folks. It's so great to be here. And the last time I was in Austin visiting Pat and Stephen, Stephen was living here too, was back in 2019, so before COVID and everything. And the following year then COVID hit, and I was about to turn 30 years old, and I had big plans for a very special birthday party. But obviously I couldn't see anybody, so it was a very, very boring time in my life. And I wrote this song around that time. I got obsessed with the show Normal People. I don't know if that was a hit over here. And I just found myself going, oh God, yeah, wasn't it great when I was a teenager and not turning 30 years old? So I wrote this song about those feelings. This is called The Age We Live In. It's getting harder to tolerate people. I'm annoyed by every little thing. Is this a product of my age or a product of the age we live in? You can give some people a paradise, tell them all their friends can come along, but when some people arrive they'll complain myself. These things I do that I've never liked, I've been bettering myself while I still got time. Struggling with sense of self, recalling memories that I know are mine. Visions of another man in another time. I've been projecting myself onto characters, playing out on television screens. Is this a product of my age, this yearning for a time machine? It's given me pause to reconsider things I thought I handled well before. If I made you think less of me, then I hope you don't feel that way anymore. 'Cause I've been learning of myself. These things I do that I've never liked, I've been bettering myself while I still got time. Struggling with sense of self, recalling memories that I know are mine. Visions of another man in another life. And sometimes I feel more than I seem to. Sometimes I say nothing when I should do. Am I the man of the hour, or is time shaping the man in me? I've been learning of myself. These things I do that I never liked, I've been bettering myself while I still got time. Struggling with sense of self, recalling memories that I know are mine. These visions of another man in another life. All these visions of another man in another life. Thank you.
That's Jean Carolan. Jean doesn't spend that much time in America. I've lived here for a while. Stephen lived here with me for 2 or 3 years. And we were ordering breakfast yesterday morning. And in Ireland, we just order eggs and that's it. They don't ask any questions. What was it, Stephen, that was said?
So,
He can't wait.
the waitress was asking Gene what do you want to order, and he said some kind of eggs breakfast, and she said, what kind of eggs do you want? And Gene said fried, and she was like, yeah, like how do you want them? And he goes, on the pan.
It was the best moment of my life.
It was lost in translation. You'd be surprised how two English-speaking countries can get so many things confused.
Just on the pan.
Were the eggs nice?
Yeah, they were actually delicious, yeah. It was great.
What are you going to sing, Stephen?
I'm going to sing a song that my friend Rich Brotherton introduced me to, and he asked me would I learn it from a couple of years ago. This is a song that Steve Earle wrote the night that he found out Townes Van Zandt had died, and it's called Fort Worth Blues. Forthward all the neons burning bright, pretty lights, green and blue. But they'd shut down all the honky-tonks tonight and say a prayer or two if they only knew. You used to say the highway was your home, but we both know that that ain't true. It's just the only place a man can go when he don't know where he's traveling to. Well, Colorado's always green and healing, and Tennessee in spring is green and cool. It never really was your kind of town, so you hang around the Fort Worth Blues. And somewhere up beyond the Great Divide, where the sky is wide and the clouds are few, man can see his way clear through the light. Just hold on tight, that's all you gotta do. And they say Texas weather is always changing. But one thing change will bring is something new. And Houston really ain't that bad a town, so you hang around the Fort Worth Blues. There's a full moon over Galway Bay tonight. Pretty lights, silver and blue. And every place I travel through I find some kind of sign that you've been through. Well, Amsterdam was always good for grieving, and London never fails to leave me blue. And Paris really ain't my kind of town, so I hang around with the Fort Worth Blues. Thank you. Houston really ain't that bad.
Stephen Carolan. Well, we visited Fort Worth and Houston in that one. I'm going to visit Galveston in this next one.
December 3rd.
And that's right, I'll be there December 3rd if anyone wants to go to the old quarter. Unless you have tickets here for the Mucky Duck. Although it's on a Sunday, I don't think the Mucky Duck opens on a Sunday. Matinee show on a Sunday, yeah. Thank you, Tim. Your check is in the post. Girl with the dirty hair. Oh, you want to play that? Oh, I don't disagree, but E. Song from Adam Carroll. Scarface in the corner, he's looking for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'll be mine. And Scarface used to tell me, gone are the fishing days. The Cajuns fish the redfish all the way. Yeah, that dirty-haired woman said she'd be mine till the end. Till the Cajuns stop dancing and the redfish are back again. Scarface in the corner, he's looking for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'll be mine. Steven. I thought to myself I'd have done it all by now, but I got stuck in Galveston somehow. She's twisting and she's turning, she won't leave me alone. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd drive me home. Yeah, you see, I thought to myself I'd be 5 years gone. Everyone I used to know has just moved on. Now it's just me and Mother Ocean, and we stare out into the night. And the boats are tied and there's not a soul in sight. Scarface in the corner, he's looking for a fight. Sure looks good in Galveston tonight. I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Yeah, Scarface in the corner, he's looking for a fight. It sure looks good in Galveston tonight. I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'll be mine. Yeah, the girl with the dirty hair said she'll be mine. Ah, the girl with the dirty hair said she'll be mine. He's doing all right out there. I decided to dress up because these two always look very fashionable, and I'm regretting my decision. It's cold outside, it's not cold in here.
I hope we lived up to our reputation as very fashionable guys.
What do you reckon? Oh.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
It's a lukewarm reception.
We haven't got cowboy boots on.
I mean,
so.
Pat Senior told me earlier on that my runners were a disgrace and that I needed to change them. So Pat very kindly gave me some of his boots, which are very smelly.
Dad, my dad is in town. Give it up for the original Pat Byrne, everyone. He bought himself a pair of cowboy boots in Cavender's during the week, and he feels like he's earned the right to dispel accusations against people.
He keeps calling me boy as well.
Yeah.
I think he...
He doesn't like what you call manly footwear there, Stephen.
Well, this is as good a time as any then to do this next song, because this is a song about siblings, and I know there's a few siblings in the audience this evening, and you'll probably all know the relationship with family. You know, you love them and you do anything for them, but at the same time you want to kill them on an almost daily basis. And someone during the week said, "Oh, it's so nice hearing the brothers sing together. That there's nothing that's like those brotherly harmonies. And I said, well, you know, you'd have to see the amount of fighting that goes into getting those harmonies to work. But
I've seen it.
You're a part of it.
Yeah. Well, that brings me to my next point, because I always have felt I'm blessed to have brothers that are like friends to me and friends that are like brothers to me. And the guys either side of me fall into that category.
And while you're talking about brothers, we should mention their other brother, James, would be up here if he didn't fly home a couple of days ago. There's 3 Carolan brothers.
Yeah. And I think he's actually watching on the live stream at the moment.
Hello,
So
James.
this
For
one's for you,
James, yeah.
James. And also, Ted Lundgren has asked me to play this on numerous occasions before, and I've turned him down. So I'm so glad to be here in Ted's 10 playing this song. This is a song called Pennies. Brother dear, well, I hate to be so petty, but I'm calling in the change that you owe me. If I had all of your pennies, I would be a very rich man indeed. 'Cause though they might not seem like much, the pennies all add up, but you can always count on my love. You know, it might not seem like much, the pennies all add up, but you can always count on my love. Brother dear, I would give you back your pennies, I would give them back to you if only you know that if I called in all these favors I've done for you, all these acts I've done in love, you'd be a very poor soul. 'Cause though the pennies all add up, they wouldn't amount to much if you could not count on my love. Yeah, though the pennies all add up, they wouldn't amount to much if you could not count on my love. I know I treat you rough, and if I ever ask too much, you can always count on my love. You know, it might not seem like much, and it never gets said enough, but you can always count on my love. It never gets said enough, but you can always count on my love. My love, my love. Brother dear, don't spend life counting pennies. To live as a rich man, die a poor soul. Thanks very much.
I can't lip read you, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just saying you sound great.
Oh, thanks very much.
Yeah, I was just trying to decide what song to do there, but I think we might change the pace of it up a small bit and do something a bit upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this song doesn't really have an introduction, so we'll just probably just play it, I suppose. Let me remember the things I've done. Bring me back down a cool water flow. Stepping on a gun of a catfish bite. Riding on a river road at night. And barefoot girls dancing in the moonlight. I can hear the hound dogs calling me. I wonder if my rope's still hanging from the tree. Love to kick my feet way down the shallow water. Shoot, fly, dragonfly, get back to your mother. And if you miss home, come on home, the Green River. Well, up at Cody's camp I spent my days. With fat car tires and cool show walkers. Old Cody Jr. came and took me over. Said you're gonna find the world is a smoldering. And when you miss home, come on home to Green River. Thank you. I started that song off by singing the second line first, and that set the tone for the entire performance, I think.
I thought it was great. Wasn't that great there?
Thank you. I'm absolutely sweating now, though.
I've been sweating since I walked into this place. No, I'm not taking it off. I don't want to reveal what's underneath.
You don't want to see. You don't want to see that.
You don't want to see this. Trust me. I made my bed. I'll sleep in it. You don't. Oh well. Here's the other thing about that. I forgot all my merchandise, so I've got no T-shirts. I found 5 CDs in the car. Honestly, even if I remembered my merchandise, there was no room in the car between the 3 of us and all the gear and my dad. So, but if you would like a CD, they're $6,000 each. I have 5 of them. I need to make my money somehow. No, I'm joking. They're $20, and I really hope I leave here with 5 sold. I'm gonna do this song because we weren't planning on doing it. I'm sorry, lads, but we are gonna do it because David and I can't remember your name now. David's wife, Lauren. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm after having a few Guinness. We all can be forgiven for these things. Maybe last year, on the same day, I got a message from each of them. And their anniversary was coming up, and it was a secret message to me. They were like, don't tell the other one. We want you to send us handwritten lyrics to your song, Feeling Indigo, and for the other one. And so I had to ignore one and send the other person the Feeling Indigo and it felt terrible because Lauren thought I was ignoring her, but really I was like, you're about to get the lyrics. Anyway, it was a lovely thing, and thank you for asking for that song. I'm going to sing it for you now. And I wrote the song when I was living with Stephen, and we had just moved to America, and I was a wedding singer in Ireland. I only ever played weddings, and I decided I wanted to be a songwriter, so I packed up everything and moved where all the best songwriters are, Texas. And yeah, me and Stephen and our friend Jack, we were all in our mid-20s and didn't know how to take care of ourselves, really. The house was an absolute pigsty.
It was the nicest house that I've
Don't
ever
lie
lived
to
in.
the people, Stephen.
It was a palace.
Hang
It
on a
wasn't
second. You
house.
just said you're in your mid-20s.
Yeah, I was 26. What's wrong with that?
You were-
That's
oh,
mid-20s. He
You
was
were not
22.
26.
You were pushing 30, my friend.
I was 27.
You turned 30 the year we moved
I was
here.
28 years old, and that's the last we're going to talk about it. Anyway, it was a scary time. I was like, what have I done here? I'm after giving up a nice wedding gig to come over here and try write songs, which was proven way more difficult than I thought. And I had a few sleepless nights wondering what was going to happen. And 4 a.m. one night, this idea came to me, and I ran out to the kitchen, which looked like shit. And I sat there and I started writing this song, and my good friend Ben Jones ended up finishing it with me. It's called Feeling Indigo. This is for Nikki, who is in the house. Hey, Nikki. Oh, wait, actually, it's not for you. It's for David and Lauren. There's a smell here in the kitchen. There's stains on all the walls. And the dirty dishes keep getting taller and taller, and I'm rejecting all my calls. And reasons to be grateful, reasons to believe. These lists keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I'm forgetting how to breathe. But nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations, staring at a fork in the road, filled with indecision, feeding superstitions till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. And for so long now I've been losing, 'cause I didn't know the game. Well, lately I've been studying up on the rule book, and so far all the outcomes stay the same. And I was daydreaming on the freeway, and this preacher was selling it well. He said, God save those who live in comfort, while all the sinners sink into hell. And nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations, staring at a fork in the road, filled with indecision, feeding superstition till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. And I don't wanna walk away. I'm just needing something true. When everything around is gray, but I'm not really feeling blue. I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo. Yeah, I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo. Thank you. We didn't practice that one.
Add that to the list of ones we didn't practice.
You're welcome for the inspiration, by the way. I do what I can.
That's very little.
Yeah, so as Pat said, we're coming to the end of our trip. But it's been such a fantastic week playing with Pat. He said that he left the wedding industry back in Ireland and came here to be a serious musician with Stephen. And it went so great for them. But I was left back in Ireland devastated that I had lost my best friend and my brother. So,
But Gene is not a full-time musician. Gene is a doctor of law back in Ireland. He's a lecturer in what college do you lecture in?
TU Dublin.
TU Dublin.
Yeah.
So this is just something he does when he's not inspiring the youth of Ireland.
But it's been such a great trip, and I'm just so glad to be back playing music with Pat and with Stephen and the three of us together, and the four of us together when my other brother is here. But this next song has never been played live in Ireland at all, and it got its debut in Austin for the first time on Monday evening, and this is only the second time it's ever been played to an audience. So I hope it goes well the second time.
It will.
When you and I met, I was about to set out on a voyage that was always doomed. The compass I kept led me straight to the head, and now I am marooned in the retelling, though there's no happy ending. I'm the hero, I do everything right. But when I think of you, I don't believe that to be true. And I think of you from time to time. Yeah, you come to me like a daydream when I got nothing better to do. All this time I was daydreaming. You were making someone else's dreams come true. So the female singer would usually come in here, but I'm going to have to do this part on my own because there's just 3 men here on the stage tonight. You've a lot of nerve to write to me in verse. You had years, you took all of your time, rewriting history to tell a tale of you and me. But your tale no longer rhymes. So I come to you like a daydream when you've got nothing better to do. And all the time you've been daydreaming, I was making someone else's dream come true. I tell the tale again, I guess I better change the end. You meet a man and you exchange vows. I still get caught between what was and what might have been, but I wake up in the here and now. You still come to me like a daydream when I got nothing better to do. And all this time I was daydreaming, you were making someone else's dreams come true. You were making someone else's dreams come true. Thank you. Cheers.
That was lovely. Thank you, Rusty. Very subtle.
You and me sitting in the back of my memory, like a honeybee buzzing around a glass of sweet Chablis. The radio's on, the music's rolled up and my mind's rolled down. Headlights shining like silver moons rolling on the ground. And we made love in every way love can be made. We made time feel like time might never fade. Friday night, we both make the guitar hum. And Saturday made Sunday feel like it would never come. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. It's gonna be a long Monday, stuck like the tick of a clock that's come unwound again. Soul to soul, heart to heart, and cheek to cheek. Well, come on, baby, give me a kiss and make it last all week. The thought of you leaving again brings me down. The promise of your sweet love, it brings me around. It's gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. It's gonna be a long Monday, stuck like the tick of a clock that's come unwound again. gonna be a long Monday, sitting all alone on a mountain by a river that has no end. It's gonna be a long Monday, stuck like the tick of a clock that's come unwound again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna try this one. Thank you, Nikki. It's a keen eye. Cheers. Thank you.
What is this?
Okay, we're gonna try this one, and we have no idea how it's gonna go. It's a song from Stan Rogers. Any Stan Rogers fans in the house? Hell yeah.
One.
Is that you, Stan?
No, it's not. Stan is one of Canada's finest ever folk singers, and he died a hero, actually. His last gig was at Kerrville Folk Festival, and his flight home crashed, and he died carrying passengers out of the plane, saving their lives. And he died from smoke inhalation that way. But just sorry for bringing this down a bit. The song is quite jolly, though. And this is called Barrett's Privateers. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, Elsid Barrett, cried the town, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. For 20 brave men, all fishermen, who wouldn't make for him the Antelope's crew, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Antelope sloop was a sickening sight. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She'd a list to the port and her sails in rags, and a cook and the scuppers with the staggers and jags. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the King's birthday we put to sea. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. We were 91 days to Montego Bay, pumping like madmen all the way. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the 96th day we sailed again. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. When a bloody great Yankee hove in sight, with our cracked 4-pounders we made to fight. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Yankee lay low down with gold. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She was broad and fat and loose in the stays, but to catch her took the Antelope 2 whole days. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Then at length we stood 2 cables away. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Our cracked 4-pounders made an awful din, but with one fat baldy Yank stove us in. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. The Antelope shook and pitched on her side. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Barrett was smashed like a bowl of eggs, and the main truck carried off both me legs. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So here I sit in my 23rd year. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. It's been 6 years since I sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Sláinte.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm bollocks after that.
We take a little break. 5 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. Whose feet?
Are those my feet?
No, that's my fresh one. He's got to work harder to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we'll try to keep this upbeat. We'll try to keep the good times going. But my wife often tells me, if this is your upbeat song, you're not doing very good stuff. So this is about as upbeat as I get. It's a song called Domino. I'm sorry, I never thought I'd be one to treat you like this. But your problems are much bigger than this is. And I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like I was insensitive. I'm just growing older. Slowly I couldn't care less. You leaned on me and I leaned away like a domino. Oh, and when you blamed me, I fell for somebody new. And I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like you waited in line when I loved you with all of this heart of mine. And I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like you were second best when out of my loves you're always my dearest. You leaned on me and I leaned away like a domino. Oh, and when you blamed me, I fell for somebody new. You leaned on me and I leaned away like a domino. Oh, and when you blamed me, I fell for somebody new. Now there'll be leaned on me. I leaned away like a domino. And when you blame me, I fell for somebody new. You leaned on me, and I leaned away like a domino. Oh, and when you blame me, I fell for somebody new. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah? Jesus, maybe I will.
Yeah, go on, Steve.
There you go. Thank you.
That's a great suggestion.
We actually hadn't planned on it, but what a great song.
Yeah.
Paula, I thought it was you.
Of course, not many people know this, but Stephen actually wrote Wichita Lineman.
That is correct. It's always nice to play one of your own.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I can do it. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the wire. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south will never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for the request.
Stephen Carolan, that's beautiful. And I love following a Jimmy Webb song.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to the Mucky Duck, everyone's favourite listening room. It always feels like coming home every time I get to play here. Rusty and Teresa are truly like family, and it's been too long since I've been here. And if you're watching online, you can tip us if you wish. Also, I urge you to subscribe to Live at Norfolk Street, their YouTube channel, and also they have a subscription on their website where you get behind the scenes access to what's going on here at the Mucky Duck. You get to see the encores that no one else gets to see. You get camera access to Stephen's dressing room before and after the show.
No, that's my OnlyFans. That's the
No,
OnlyFans.
not your OnlyFans, see, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, support the Mucky Duck any way you can. Buy your merchandise from their website. Most importantly, come out and see a show like all these wonderful people here. Buy a ticket and eat some food and drink some alcohol. Or Topo Chico. Yeah, I don't see many Topo Chicos here tonight. It's my kind of crowd. Sorry, I gotta make sure this is in tune. And I'm gonna dedicate this to my dad in the crowd here tonight, who... He's been here for 2 weeks now. He's got a week left, and somehow has not been tired at any stage. I'm trying to keep up with him. The man's a machine. And I wrote this song after he told me to stop sending him sad songs. So thanks, Dad.
Better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise.
on, Stephen.
Socially inhibited, I'm headstrong, but it's a heavy load when the wolves are at the door. But it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. So much better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking a fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all.
Yeah. Thank you. What are you thinking? Still with us out there? Thank you. I know it's late on a Thursday night here. Oh, perfect.
So as Pat was saying earlier, I teach law back in Dublin, and one of the subjects that I teach is immigration law. And then I started making this joke that this next song, it's called 90 Days, and you know, most holiday visas, like the visa that we're on, it's like a holiday visa. So people are saying, oh, you wrote a song about immigration law, that must be very interesting. Must be such a great song. So I'll let you guys be the judge of that one. This is called 90 Days. 90 days is a long time. You could change your mind, 'cause who knows what you'll find over 90 days. 90 days don't seem like much, but it takes a lot of trust. It's just the two of us, and only 90 days. If you change your mind, ooh, if I cross your mind, someone else you'll find, you might think of me sometime. 90 days won't seem so hard if you'll keep me in your heart. You're in mine, so we'll never part. See you in 90 days. You might think of me sometime. 90 days won't seem so hard if you'll keep me in your heart. You're in mine, so we'll never part. See you in 90 days.
Beauty. What's this?
When we were deciding to do the set, I had left this tune out, but Gene and Pat told me that they thought I should do it. So here it goes. I first came to Texas in 2018 with Pat on a holiday. I came over for like a month and then I went back home. But that had started I suppose, the process of me moving here. But anyway, when I came here that time, someone introduced me to Townes Van Zandt. And I remember thinking that I had discovered this nobody, you know. I didn't quite realize that Townes Van Zandt was as big a deal as he is and universally known. Because I didn't know him, I just assumed that. So I went back to Ireland, and myself, Gene and Pat were doing a show quite like this. And I was like, I discovered this artist when I visited Texas this year. This guy is called Townes Van Zandt. And everyone in the crowd was just like, yeah, we know Townes Van Zandt, obviously. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life. And Pat and Gene were just roaring and laughing at me the whole time, so...
We did a few Townes Van Zandt songs that night, thinking everyone was going to be blown away by these brand new songs.
Yeah, but anyway, this is a Townes Van Zandt song, and it's the song I sang that night. And seeing as I sang a song that Steve Earle wrote when Townes died, I thought it might be fitting to do this one. Living on the road, my friend, was supposed to keep you free and clean. But now you wear your boots like iron and your pets as hard as kerosene. You want your mother's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sunk into your dreams. Poncho was a bandit, boys, his horse as fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Well, Poncho made his match, you know, and the deserts down in Mexico. And his dying words ain't nobody knows. That's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. And Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Poncho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. They laid poor Poncho low. Lefty split for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, well, there ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. months till our Pancho fell, and Lefty he's living in a cheap motel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Well, Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around, out of kindness, I suppose. Thank you. Townsend's Aunt, in case you're wondering who wrote that one.
This is going to be the last one, is that alright?
Yeah.
I was going to do small trees unless you want to do something else. Alright, we've sadly come to the end of the night. Thank you all for sticking around. Thanks to anyone who was watching online. This is Gene Carolan and Stephen Carolan. They'll be back again, I'm sure. And if you ask very nicely, we might even do another couple of songs after this. This is a song that I wrote earlier this year. When I was 11 years old, my school class took a field trip to the botanical gardens in County Kildare in Ireland. And I don't remember anything about the field trip, except at the end of it they gave all of us a small silver birch tree in a little flower pot. And we sat them on our laps on our bus. There was 24 of us. We brought them home and all 24 of us planted them in our backyards. And it was a lovely little thing. But then my dad, who was a police officer, a guard in Ireland, retired a couple of years after that. And we grew up in the police station. We're from a very small village in rural Ireland, and not much action happening there, so we just lived in the police station. And after he retired, we had to move out. And I totally forgot about the tree for years. And then last August, I was back visiting friends. And I'm still great friends with a lot of people I went to school with. And I noticed they all had this tall, majestic silver birch tree in their yard. It was the tallest tree in everyone's garden, and we got talking about the trees, and I was like, oh yeah, I planted one of those, and I wonder if my tree is still there. And so I drove to the police station where I grew up, and I immediately saw it from the street. You know, it's the big tall tree behind the house, and I realized I've seen it all my life driving home from school, and I just didn't realize I planted it, and I wanted to go around and take a closer look. And I planted it in a really stupid place in the backyard. It's right up against a stone wall underneath the branches of an apple tree that's hanging over from the neighbour's yard. And so this poor tree had to take this awful route out around the stones and underneath the branches. And then eventually it's the tallest tree in the yard. And I thought it was funny because all my friends had these perfectly perpendicular trees, and they were all law doctors and accountants and teachers, and their trees met with very little resistance. It was a straight path, and my tree was this awful looking stupid thing that hasn't a clue where it's going, and that kind of rang true with my life, and thought that there was something there. And so when I got back to Austin, I wrote this song called Small Trees. And thanks for being here one more time for the Carolan brothers. You remember those small trees they gave us at
the Japanese Gardens 2001. And like beacons they stand now in our gardens at home as we venture out into the storm. Our canvas is blank, our odometer's low, our acquaintances yet to be found. And with every mistake, success and heartbreak, those roots find their way through the ground to the trees we're eternally bound. Don't dwell on your losses, don't count the days. You'll never get bigger hiding out in the shade. So lean towards the brightness, keep the darkness at bay. And if the light gets obstructed, we'll find another way. Handed me harvest and he jumped on a train, and I got back in the backseat alone, staring out at the clouds. Distant mountains move slow, whizzing past telephone poles. A man needs a maid, heart of gold, old man. But the disc started skipping before I got to Alabama, but the damage was done. So I started the record once more, and I rested my head to the door. Don't dwell on your losses, don't count the days. You'll never get bigger hiding out in the shade. So lean towards the brightness, keep the darkness at bay. And if the light gets obstructed, we'll find another way. If the light gets obstructed, we'll find another way. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. One more time for Gene and Steve and Carolan.